TYT Sports, the Jay-Z experience.
Most dynamic duo.
Come on.
In all sports.
Let's go straight to it, man. J.J. Watt, NFL superstar, Houston Texans. He has his own shoe that is now out.
For Reebok?
From Reebok. Reebok. They look like cross trainer type of feel of shoes.
Yeah.
So of course, in promoting it, J.J. Watt has to tweet him out a little bit, man. He has a huge following. So
of course.
The tweet he just posted, yesterday? $400 less than some shoes on the market. I'm going to put my emphasis on the way that I think he's writing this. $400 less than some shoes on the market and 100% more effective. Available tonight at midnight for just $99. I'm beginning to lose track of prices of shoes.
Yeah.
So when I see $99, I remember when I was a kid and I was trying to get Jordans and the latest in the Ewings. Remember the Ewings?
Ooh.
You guys remember the Ewings?
The Ewings.
Then looking at shoes that were $129, you're like, damn.
Yeah.
Can't handle it, $129. And the Rip knockoff ones, which I think Shaq went that direction and Steph and Starberry went that way.
The Starberries were cheap.
You get like $30 for those shoes, right?
Yep.
So now the cheap shoes are $99.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, now the cheap basketball shoes are like $120, $125.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was just a reference point for how old I am. So now J.J. Watts are just available for $100. But obviously the point of this story is the subtweeting, which some people see as a bitch move. Yeah. The subtweeting towards some shoes on the market that are actually $500. You can afford these and they work better. And one more tweet. I love this is what I like this one. And he added to it, and I actually wear them. Because let's give that context for everyone who isn't paying attention to NBA. So you give it to us, man. I'm talking.
So basically, Lonzo Ball, as we all know, the #2 overall pick in the NBA draft, has his own shoe that costs $495, and has played in them 2 times in the summer league. But then 2 other games he wore Kobe's, Nike Kobe's, which a lot of people were fans of, and then last night, which he dropped another triple-double, and he wore low-top Hardens.
Damn.
And a lot of people are like, what's going on? Like, why are you not wearing your shoes? You don't play as good in them. You play way better with Nike and Adidas's. And he basically said in the interview, he said, I have the freedom to wear what I want.
That's what the brand is like.
That's what Triple B's are. Which is interesting, and it's a good marketing ploy for his shoes in general. But yeah, J.J. Watt throwing some shade, and also a lot of athletes, including LeBron, put up a video of Lonzo Ball in the shoes, in the Nike shoes, and said, just do it. Some shade, want him to join Team Nike. And then again, James Harden commented on the shoes last night and said, creating for the culture. So, hey, he's making a name for himself, but the main story here is J.J. Watt.
So there's a lot of
throwing the shade.
There's a lot going on, especially with the shoe change. I also saw I was watching the game last night, the Summer League game where he dropped another triple-double. Yeah. And I think it was Diana Taurasi. They point out like a couple days ago, she pointed out how he was like, bust out of those shoes or something like that. I forget the terminology. I wish I had looked it up now. Yeah. But she gave a reference to his BBB, the Big Baller Brand shoes that he wore, and said, wouldn't it be crazy if he busts out of these or whatever? And people took that as she's saying he's gonna hurt himself. Yeah. And she hopes he hurts himself. And she's like, nowhere near was I talking about an injury.
Yeah, you don't want to wish that upon anybody. Yeah.
And then so the day after when he wore the Kobe's and he dropped the first triple-double.
Yep, with 36 points.
She then tweeted that and she goes, Twitter's really quiet today. Because her point was, if he busts out of those shoes and wears something else, he's gonna have a great game. Wouldn't that be funny? It was like she was even making a prediction. Yeah. Athletes are talking about it because it's fun to talk about.
And the big athletes.
Yeah, everyone's talking about it.
LeBron, the king of Nike, is like, just do it.
Which leads to the point of another part of this whole thing is J.J. Watt is focused on the Ball family's line when talking about his line with Reebok. And what that's doing is no matter who's talking about it, they're talking about it.
Exactly, yep. And that's why even though Lavar Ball is a crazy guy, says some crazy things, he's kind of a genius in a way.
He knows what he's doing.
Because it's just a marketing strategy and everybody's talking about it, no matter what.
And this is where we're going. His kids are the catalysts in this strategy. Because obviously they're the faces and they're the athletes out there right now. Again, the only thing that has to happen now is he has to perform. Yeah, Lonzo, and he is.
He's such just a quiet, introverted kid that is just gonna let his play do the talking.
Yeah, so and then so as long as there's no verbal pressure, I'm sure, on the kid to do well for the brand. He wants to do well for himself. Yeah, which is good. So we'll see where it comes out, but I have no problem with athletes talking about it. people get on anyone.
JJ Watt's having a little fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
he thinks he's the football player, big tough guy. I understand, and at the same time, that's probably getting a lot of promotion for his shoes.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's talking about I didn't know JJ Watt had a shoe.
No, yeah.
And he tweeted about it. I still didn't see the tweet. I think I
didn't even see it either. Yeah, I didn't even know about
but now there's again, it's everyone's names and everyone's products are getting out there, which is good for everyone. I'm okay with it. Make your money, do your thing.
Yeah. The whole and 100% more effective tail end to that tweet. I guess that's the main shade that I have a problem with, where he is basically assuming that the Triple B shoes aren't good enough to wear, and they're not, so he's not going to perform as well in them.
That's becoming the question.
It was Lonzo's first game when the Triple Bs. Maybe I'm just kind of defending him way too much because I love him, but
no, it's fine. It's
not like JJ Watt performs in these.
That's what I was wondering. No,
that's
right. That was the thought I was trying to think of. Yeah. He said, I actually wear them. I said, now all that's doing is making sure every time you step on a practice field or go into a meeting, people's gonna look down your shoes, be like, are you wearing your shoes there, homie?
Yeah, exactly.
Or are you wearing some Nikes?
Yeah.